So hey everyone, this is Sunday, June 19, 2022, Science and Technology page of The Hindu, right? So as usual, we'll be first discussing the most important news. Actually, all news in this page are important. So we'll be discussing this entire page, and I'll be trying to giving you conceptual clarity, right, regarding this page. So before moving, let's see the news headlines. So one is related to monkeypox cases. Okay, this is important. Something related to black death. It must be related to some kind of bacteria spreading desert. Okay, desertification kind of things. Unforeseen effects of this extreme heat waves and robots in lab. Okay, then we have this quantum diamond microscope. Okay, Omicron infection after. Okay, how marine heat wave fueled super cyclone Amphan. Okay, so these things are there, right? Okay, fine. So let's see. We generally try to read the infographic first, and if we understand it, then we don't go far enough, right? Sustained transmission in heterosexual population is unlikely in all scenarios studied. So heterosexual population, right? The epidemiology of the current monkeypox outbreak. Nearly all monkeypox pox outbreak in the endemic countries has been due to virus jumping from animals to human. Okay. Men who have sex with men and have always been at risk of sustained outbreak. The reason why this outbreak has not happened earlier might be because the virus has not reached the community. Given the very few imported cases in non-endemic countries. Okay, so MSM people have more vulnerability to this. Okay, a small fraction of MSM individuals who have large number of partners increase the risk of rapid spread of the virus to many people in MSM community. Fine. So the MSM person who is having a large number of partner will increases the chance of it spread, right? Up to 10,000 additional cases may be observed if a substantial number of infections are introduced in non-MSM sexual contact worker. Means what? Up to 10,000 additional cases may be observed if a substantial number of infections are introduced into non-MSM sexual contact network. Okay, so more cases can be seen if it is introduced in having sex with men sexual contact network. A very small number of sexually associated transmission in MSM community is sufficient to cause large outbreak as currently seen. Okay, so a small number of sexually associated transmission can lead to it becoming a kind of endemic. Without sufficient intervention, there may be continued growth in cases among men who have sex with men. Monkeypox virus can infect anyone. The heterosexual population too will be affected if spread of virus is not contained. Okay, so the heterosexual population will also be affected. The basic reproduction number for monkeypox in MSM network may be over 1, which makes the containment of outbreak a challenge. Okay, so this is important because this is a new fact. The basic reproduction number for any disease in any network may be, if it is over 1, then containment of the outbreak is challenged. Tailored and non-stigmatizing messaging support for those with high risk would be the key to earliest containment. Okay, so how the containment can be done? If the people who gets affected are first of all not stigmatized and are given proper advice, then this can be stopped. The challenge can be taken over, right? Vital difference: sustained human to human transmission of monkeypox virus has been rare in endemic countries. Okay, so such thing has been rare. Fine. Okay, fine. You give it a read. I think that's enough for this understanding. Okay. Black Death, a strain of Yersinia pestis, the bacterium responsible for Black Death bacteria. Right? I was correct. Pandemic in 1300 has been tracked back to the 14th century outbreak in what is now Kyrgyzstan. The area was located on Silk trade route, which might have helped Black Death pandemic to spread westward. Okay, spreading the desert are spreading northward in Central Asia as a result of global warming. Okay, northward means if this is your say Asia. Okay, okay, so this is your desert is here. No, it is very far away. I've made. So the desert is here. Okay, and this is more of a what? Tundra, taiga region, Siberian region, right? This region. So this is mainly cold, but what had happened due to global warming, the spread has been like this. Okay, expanded as much as 100 kilometers in northern Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan in southern Kyrgyzstan around Jungar Basin in northern China. Okay, Unforeseen effect during the current extreme heat waves in Jacobabad, Pakistan, with temperature peaking 51 degrees Celsius. The burden is particularly high for women during pregnancy and for homemakers as well. For every 1 degree temperature rise, the number of stillbirth and premature delivery increases by 5%. You can write this data in your examination regarding question on heat wave. But I don't see the question coming directly, right? Robots in lab, cloud lab enable scientists to perform wet laboratory experiment remotely in an automated research environment. The work is basically done by machines aided by a few human technicians. The cost of experiments is not cheap, but the fact that it is almost all done by robots makes it entirely reproducible. Okay. Omicron infection over vaccination. After vaccination, people infected with earliest version of Omicron variant of coronavirus first identified in South Africa may be vulnerable to reinfection with later versions. Fair enough. Vaccination patents with Omicron BA1 breaking through infection devices looked antibodies could also neutralize the virus, but the Omicron sublineage circulating now have mutations that allow them to evade these antibodies. Those never sublineages notably evaded the neutralizing antibody detected by okay fine. So the new variant may surpass the protection created by the vaccine for the old variant. That is what it wants to say. Okay, now let's see. Quantum diamond microscope to image magnetic field. Researchers tap fluorescence changes in special diamond sensor to imagine time varying image time varying field. Okay. Researchers have built a microscope that can image magnetic field within microscopic two-dimensional samples that changes over milliseconds. This has huge potential for scientific applications such as in measuring biological activity of neurons and dynamics of vortices in superconductor. The work led by the professors from IIT Bombay has been published in scientific reports. This is the first time that such a tool has been built to image magnetic field, capturing changes, time frame. Okay, the professor said that the ideal frame rate to capture a changing magnetic field is one that captures data twice the frequency of the changing field, signaling the nature exhibit a range of frequency. Magnetism in geological rock samples and rare earth magnets can be constant over month. Magnetic nanoparticle aggregation inside living cells takes place in minutes. Action potentials in neurons are fast and taking in milliseconds. Okay. The key aspect of this sensor is the nitrogen vacancy defect center in a diamond crystal. Okay. So I don't see anything here for examination point of view. Not it is a very good research, but let's see. Okay. So give it a read. This is just that there is a microscope based on diamond with nitrogen. What is the name of that? Vacancy defect center. Okay, NVDC in diamond that creates better frame rate. Okay, fine. How marine heat wave fueled supercyclone Amphan. Okay, let's see. Besides surface warming, ocean stratification and warming below the surface also played the role. Okay, so beside the surface warming, what are the other factors? Ocean stratification and warming below the surface. Fine. Rising greenhouse gas emission is a primary factor for anthropogenic climate change. The increase, this is a good beginning line for climate change things, right? Cause-based things, answers. The increase in carbon dioxide concentration can trap the radiation into atmosphere and not let it go into space. This trapping of extra energy increases the average surface temperature and which warms the climate called global warming. As the capacity of atmosphere to absorb the heat is very less, more than 90% of extra heat that has been trapped in the climate system has been absorbed by the ocean since 1970. And due to this, the oceans are warming globally from the surface to deeper depth. Okay, the warming are globally from surface to deeper depth. The warming of the oceans has severe consequences such as increasing intensity and frequency of extreme events, rising sea level, melting glaciers, and changing the water pattern. Faster warming. Previous studies have shown that due to global warming, the tropical Indian Ocean at the surface is warming at a faster rate as compared to rest of the global ocean. High sea surface temperature are more susceptible to generating extreme temperature conditions that persist over days to months and are termed as marine heat waves. The intense warming of ocean due to MSW has several socioeconomic consequences and all those things like fish mortality, coral bleaching, and the potential to interact with modified extreme weather events such as tropical cyclones. Okay. The anthropogenic warming of the ocean and atmosphere facilitates the generation and intensification of extreme weather events such as MSW and tropical cyclone. Both marine heat waves and tropical cyclones are extreme events of the ocean atmosphere coupled system. Okay, fine. Super cyclone Amphan in Bay of Bengal. Okay, the co-occurrence of multiple extreme events. In our case, the sea surface temperature. Now it is giving the sea surface temperature. Okay, fine. They are talking about the research now. The cause. Okay. Okay. So not much concept today. This is a simple thing that you just remember these things. This is enough for from this part, right? So I think with this we have done. Okay, so we are done with this page, right? The science and technology section. I hope you like it. So before going forward, I will urge you to subscribe the channel, like the work, share the page, and share this work, and comment. Okay, and I have a question for you. Tell me, LED is unidirectional and neon lights are omnidirectional. Okay, true or false? You have to tell me this, right? So with this, I'm ending today's science and technology analysis. I hope you like it. So goodbye and good luck. Study hard for your examinations and Jai Hind.